Welcome to another website review. I just want to make it clear that these are my opinions only, so I don't want anybody to go suing me if they don't agree with what I have to say. So with that in mind, let's take a look at this website that I'm going to review with you right now. Okay, so I want you to have a look at this website and I'll give you 3 seconds and then we'll come back. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now in those 3 seconds you should know what that site was all about, what is in it for you, and who the company is. So, did you get all that? Now let's go back to the site again. Now this is a utilities company in New Zealand, one of the largest power companies in New Zealand, and they have just brought out a brand spanking new website. I really wanted to take a look at this because there are some seriously big flaws here that I would like to highlight with you. So I'm not sure about you, but I find that really hard to read, some of this wording here. It gets lost in the background. Plus, people immediately look up to the top left for the logo of the website. This is the most viewed part of the page. And it's all the way over here on the right hand side, which is not conventional. And the logo gets lost in behind this fern here. Now, that's easily rectifiable, it's just changing of positions. Now, the next thing here is, one thing I'm not a fan of is having a submit. The word submit to me just doesn't seem right. I want to know what that click is going to be doing for me, so it's almost like you would rather want it to say login or account login, something along those lines. Okay, also on the left here they've got this side menu which pulls out. It's pretty fancy, however I don't know if it's that visible. I would prefer if this was a frozen menu and you scrolled down the page. Okay, so let's go and look at one of the inner pages. So maybe this page here. Same thing again, where there's text that is getting lost in behind the background image. So you physically actually cannot read that image. Okay, now this is good, like these buttons here hover, but I get confused because does this take me to find out more information, or do these 2 buttons take me to more information? Like, which one is it that is going to give me the result that I want? Because these go to different pages. So I think it'd be a lot simpler just having the one button with the one location. And then further on, it's really important to have the buttons on a page to be obvious that they're buttons, that they're clickable. These here are actually links, but you wouldn't really know it because there's no change in coloring like there is here, where you can see that it's a button, whereas these are actually buttons as well, but you don't know that. So that all adds up to something called cognitive fluency, and I highly recommend that you go and read an article from conversionxl.com, Tommy Walker. He talks about cognitive fluency, and with people's minds, that the easier it is, the easier the website is and the more familiar it is, where people that conforms to standards, people find it easier to process information and easier to understand. So when we go back to the home page, this is the opposite of cognitive fluency, where the logo is way over to the right here. This is all very hard to read, and it's just not easy to navigate your way through the site. So I highly recommend reading that. So what I do like about the site though is that there are really, really good photos on the site, and it's got that modern, flat, clean design, which is good. So it visually looks really good, but it's just that usability, and is lacking, that ease of use, which at the end of the day is the most important part. Now, I'm sure they have spent a lot of money, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in developing this site, and it's pretty simple changes. Change some of the background images so that they better work in with the text. You can make the text bolder. So they're little things, but they all add up. So I would be expecting better from one of the largest power companies in New Zealand. There you go, another wee website review for you. I hope you learnt something out of that, and make sure you subscribe to my email updates.